Let's look at BizMarket. What is BizMarket? So essentially, BizMarket is a reward asset yield aggregator that pays you yield in stable coins. So you earn your yield in stable coins from real world businesses. You earn regardless of the crypto market cycles. That's what BizMarket is. Now, we are tokenizing a business called Shad. Shad is tokenizing 20% of their monthly revenue for the next 2 years. Now, what are they? They're an SP provider for campuses. So for the next 2 years, people are going to earn, anybody who holds their Biz share on BizMarket would earn from a pool of 20% of their monthly revenue for the next 2 years. All right, so let's look at what are the risks and the reward of holding Shad's Biz shares on BizMarket. Okay, so what are the risk and reward that can happen with you holding Shad Biz shares? Let's look at the risk and let's look at the reward. So we have here a risk and reward. One, Shad can go out of business. This is one risk that can happen. They can go out of business tomorrow. What's the reward for this, or what's the mitigation for this? The minimum buy-in is $10. If they go out of business, you only lose $10 or whatever amount that you are willing to lose. But essentially what you're doing is taking a bet on Shad. But let's say they stay in business. What can happen if they stay in business? Because they own 100% of their equity, they can go on to raise tomorrow and increase their revenue. They could grow in the next 2 years and you would keep earning on a monthly basis. So what if they die? You lose $10. But if they leave, you could earn monthly beyond whatever it is that you put in. So if that's a risk you're willing to take and a reward you're willing to take, then go for it. What's the other thing that can happen? Number two, they can get pushed out of business. And this is where the business model for Shad comes in. Now, Shad is selling internet to campuses because in the region that they are serving, campuses usually don't have access to the internet. What does that give them access to? It gives them access to distribution, data. A lot of you who are business people already understand where I'm going with this. They are selling internet, but what they've opened is a distribution channel to the campuses that they can provide as another service to businesses. Even their competition might most likely either buy them out or collaborate with them to do any kind of rollout that they want to do. Because even though they are selling internet services, they're going to work with the campuses. They would have access to the students. They would know the terrain. They would have the data. That way, they can both sell talent from the campuses to businesses or products from the businesses to the campuses. There's a lot of things that can happen here. So, yes, some of these are speculatory, but that's why it's high risk. And that's why it's a bet that you are taking on these businesses. So this is Biz yield. This is mostly the risk and reward ratio for doing anything, for holding the Biz yield of any business. Whether it is Shad, whether it is real estate, whether it is agriculture, some of these businesses are going to come very soon to BizMarket and we're going to be selling them to you. These are some of the risks that can happen. But because it would have a minimum buy-in, you can control the risk. But I trust a lot of investors who want to take on this kind of risk. High risk, high reward. So if you're investing, just know that there is the risk aspect and there's the reward aspect before you go in. That's it.